Boyfriend doesn't want to have sex unless we solve the problem. Me and my boyfriend have been arguing too much lately. He told me he is not mentally attracted to me because I don't have focus on things. I don't have things I am passionate about. Don't have too much personality and so on. That's why we don't have sex. I am trying to work on those things, he said. Because he does have a point. I addressed the lack of sex and he told me he will not have sex with me until the problems are changed. Arguing, my lack of focus, etc. Because he simply doesn't feel like it. I don't want to force him to have sex with me because we both wouldn't enjoy it. But for me it's also an important part in the relationship. I don't know how long this will go. And I am not sure if I will ever be mentally satisfying for him. I really have no clue what to do. You and BF have fundamental incompatibility. Your BF does not like your personality. Your BF does not like who you are. These things cannot be changed. You can learn to argue more fair, which will not help you in this relationship because your BF wants you to change into someone else. Your boyfriend isn't interested in you as a person. And apparently isn't in it just for the sex. So, I have no idea why in the world you two are together. The question is, why do you want to still be with a person who thinks all this about you? Your relationship is over. Be thankful you don't have kids to get caught up in the wake of its destruction like someone I know, who heard these exact complaints from her husband 3 years ago. It sucks. You will get better though, and you will find better. He's trying to make you break up with him. I highly recommend you take the bait. I find it odd that he wants to stay in a relationship with someone who, in his eyes, is so boring and flawed. Why do you want so badly to be with a guy who has this opinion of you? Know that you are a great person, exactly as you are. You shouldn't be trying to make changes in yourself just to make another person like you. Dump him and set the bar higher for your next BF. I will get downvoted to hell for this, but here goes. Boyfriend just called you bland. Nothing necessarily wrong with it, just incompatible with him. You respond by only offering sex. Boyfriend isn't a pig who only thinks about sex and wants more complexity. Again, I don't know you or how you are like. He might be blind to you being amazing. Edit. Should make it clearer. Given the information, I agree with the boyfriend. But you didn't share much, so this could just be his view. Need more context. Dump him. I'm going to be a few of the outlier here, but I get the sense this isn't the full story. I can understand where you BF is coming from. It seems like problems have been snowballing. But are you fixing it? Are there things he can fix too? Besides agreeing to sex, you guys must have gotten together for a reason. Whether you were physically attracted or mentally at first. Or both. But sometimes people can get super comfortable in a relationship and lose their individuality. Did that happen to you? A lot of arguments can cause someone to stop being attracted to you. It happens to me. I too have been having bad arguments and issues with my BF recently, being inconsiderate, and it's made me lose interest sexually as well, and we had sex almost daily. So until he changes that behavior and shows some consistency, I'm having a hard time at the moment being excited to have sex with him. Bad behavior is going to change how I see someone I love. I'm not blaming the situation on you. I don't know your full story, but I think there's some truth to his side here. If it's specific things you can fix, you should fix them, and if there's anything you feel he can fix, ask him. Because sex isn't going to be fun at this point. You aren't compatible. Don't make round peg fit into a square hole. You aren't bland. You are a person who has a lot to offer to another person. Just not this person. Tell him you're passionate about and focused on sex. Then go get some sex from someone who isn't trying to change everything about you. Why are you dating someone who basically said you don't have a personality? Why is he dating someone who he doesn't like? This is baffling. Girly, that man doesn't like you. I wouldn't want to have sex with someone who was arguing all the time either. Sounds awful. You cannot force someone to have sex with you. You can only express your grievances. But you cannot make them do it. He is clearly checked out of the relationship. He doesn't seem to be attracted to you or in love with you anymore. So no point in staying in a one-sided relationship. You need to end things and move on. He's no longer attracted to you. Accept reality and move on. Sorry, but does your boyfriend even like you? As a person? He's basically saying that you should be someone else. A person that you are not. In order for him to even like you, why doesn't he just break up with you? Goes and finds a person that he actually likes. And lets you find a person that will like you just how you are. It's all fine if you want to do some changes in your life. We all change. It's called growth. But it should only be done if this change is something you want for yourself. If you would feel better making those changes. And if they are positive in your life. Changing for another person never works, and it seems to be what your boyfriend wants you to do. There is a distinction that needs to be made between improving yourself and changing yourself. If you focus on some things, just not your boyfriend, that is an opportunity for personal growth. If you literally have a hard time focusing on anything, that is more in the realm of who you are. You shouldn't change who you are for someone else's happiness. This relationship is over. Why waste time on him? He just makes you feel awful. Break up. Your BF wants to fundamentally change your personality. Nope.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.